Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies, and this is Grand Chapter from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Grand Chapter. A Grand Chapter consists of the high priest, kings, and scribes for the time being, of the several chapters under its jurisdiction, of the past Grand and Deputy Grand High Priest, kings, and scribes of the said Grand Chapter. In some Grand Chapters, past High Priests are admitted to membership, but in others they are not granted this privilege unless they shall have served as Grand and Deputy Grand High Priest, kings, or scribes. Grand Chapters have the sole government and superintendence of the several Royal Arch Chapters, and lodges of the most excellent past and marked masters, within their several jurisdictions. Until the year 1797, there was no organization of Grand Chapters in the United States. Chapters were held under the authority of a master's warrant, although the consent of a neighboring chapter was generally deemed expedient. But in 1797, delegates from several of the chapters in the northern states assembled at Boston for the purpose of deliberating on the expediency of organizing a grand chapter for the government and regulation of the several chapters within the said states. The convention prepared an address to the chapters in New York and New England, disclaiming the power of any Grand Lodge to exercise authority over Royal Arch Masons, and declaring it expedient to establish a Grand Chapter. In consequence of this address, delegates from most of the states above mentioned met at Hartford in January 1798 and organized a Grand Chapter, formed and adopted a constitution, and elected and installed their officers. This example was quickly followed by other parts of the Union, and Grand Chapters now exist in nearly all these states. See General Grand Chapter. The officers of a Grand Chapter are usually the same as those of a chapter, with the distinguished prefix of Grand to the titles. The jewels are also the same, but enclosed within a circle. In England and Scotland, the Grand Chapter bears the title of Supreme Grand Chapter. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.